This is my story. You are my God. Amen. All day, all night, I will sing of your faithfulness. Okay. Hello, my lovely birds. This is the Day by Day podcast with Rosie. I am Rose, your host, and welcome to a new episode of the Day by Day podcast. This episode is called Welcome the New because we're going to do a little recap of 2025, the things that we went through, the good and the bad, and welcome the new year 2026, the year of blessing, the year of new opportunities and a new start. And yeah, know that you can start over all the time and God will help you on your path. So yeah, I don't know if you guys did a recap of your past year 2025. It was just a few weeks ago, but yeah. But me and my cousin, we did one. And in the beginning he asked me this question, and how was your year? And I was really pessimistic. I was really negative about it. I was like, yeah, 2025 took me places. And it really did. It was challenging. And afterwards, after our phone call, I did like a video, a recap of my year. And I realized while doing this video how many beautiful moments I literally forgot. How many beautiful things happened, how many beautiful people I got to spend and time with and love with. The places I traveled to, the people I met there, the food that I got to eat, everything. And I forgot that. I remembered the struggles. I remember because I had to move out of home and move into a shared apartment. It was something. In the beginning of the year, I had to pass my matura. Thank God we did. We are here. I'm studying now at the university in my town, and I'm really happy. And sometimes I cannot believe that I am here, like I am where I am, and I can only give grace and thanks to God and a lot of beautiful people that God put my path, like my principal, my teachers, the people that are helping me in life, my grandma's friends and everything. So yeah, thanks to them and my beautiful friends, my family and everything. So I'm really grateful for those people. And yeah, this is just like a little reminder because this happened to me. I want you to go back and reflect over 2025 and go like do a monthly review, like this month this and this happened, what am I grateful for, what good things happened, what bad things happened, and how was I able to grow through those experiences, and how was I able to come through the other side kind of winning, because I had this experience where I had to move out of home because it was not a good environment, but I got to live in a new apartment now, in a shared apartment. I have nice roommates. I got to live the adult life, learning new things, paying my bills and working as well. And kind of also when I was struggling to do my matura, and this summer I passed. How was this feeling? I don't know if you passed anything this summer. And then I went on and did another course, a nursing course, and I passed that as well. So it has, this year 2025 had its bad side and good side, and I want you to do a review and like journal about the good things as well, and not forget the good things, and through the bad things, what were you able to learn. And yeah, so through the first topic is going to be letting go is making space for what you desire. And why am I saying this? Because I think letting go was something I had to do 2025, a lot of things, letting go of my beliefs, kind of letting go of control. I had to let go of a lot of control because I was living in uncertainty, and this stresses me out because I am a control freak. but I'm getting less and less a control freak. I'm like building the wall of control down because I got to build a much deeper relationship with God and just trusting Him, because everything that I tried to do and control, it went left. I tried to control my relationships, my friendships, people, myself, my situation, and nothing of that worked. It like just raised my anxiety level. I felt a lot of anxiety beginning of this year, which influenced my relationships, the quality of my relationships, and it was not good. It was not good. And you cannot control anyone. You cannot control people. You cannot control your outcomes. The only thing you can do is do the things that you have to do and do them right, and just hope and pray to God that if He sees fit for something, He'll open the doors for you. And if it's not, it's just a redirection. If something doesn't work out, it doesn't mean that you're not competent, that something is wrong with you. If you're not somewhere that you wanted to be, nothing is wrong with you. This year you get the chance to do it again. And later on, like what I got to realize is the way God did it and opened the doors was so much more beautiful. It was like much more than I could ever wish for and imagine. So I wrote down first point: letting go is making space for what you desire. So everything you hold on to that no longer aligns with you is quietly blocking what you are praying for. When you release the old, you create space for the new to finally enter your life. And this is a big thing. Like, you have to let go. You have to let go of control. You have to let go of old things and, tidy it up. Tidy up your space in your mind, space in your heart, space even your room. Let go of things that you no longer need for this new season. And then the second point is what is not meant for you is not bad. It's just not yours. And this is something that I want to put on your heart. Again, what is not meant for you is not bad necessarily. It's just not yours. And this is something that I realized. I wanted a relationship, a romantic relationship, and I was, and sometimes it just doesn't work out. And this doesn't mean that the person is bad. It's just not your person. And and a lot of other things, experiences that you make that were disappointing. Like I had some experiences, also a job opportunity that I really wanted, and I didn't get the job, and I was really upset about it, and I was really angry because the boss made it clear that I will get the job and he really likes me, and then I heard nothing from them. Till now, I still didn't hear nothing. It's almost like 6-7 months, and I was about to get the job. And instead of thinking, oh, those people, and having like anger in my heart or whatever, like I just prayed about it, and I came to the conclusion that, it wasn't bad. The boss wasn't bad. It's just like it was not my job. The position was not for me. Someone else will get it, and this position is maybe more equipped for them. But then I got an opportunity to work somewhere else and do a job that I really like right now. And and just realize that what is not meant for you is not bad. It's just not yours. You don't have to villainize the thing that you didn't get because you're disappointed or anything. It's just not yours. And don't hold grudges, don't hold hate, don't hold anger in your heart for something that is not yours, because the thing that is yours, it is going to come, and it is there. And sometimes you just need preparation so that the door will open, because if you get it before it's your time, you'll spoil it. Because all those feelings, if every time something doesn't work out you are angry and you have a lot of resentment in your heart and everything, then you're clearly not ready for that thing. So point 3, love, relationships and friendships must not be forced. And as I mentioned before in the beginning, I am I was filled with a lot of anxiety in the beginning of the year. If someone didn't text back or did this or did that, I was like really trying to hold everything together because of a lot of things in my life were falling apart and I did not have control over it. So the little things that I thought I could have control over, I was holding them like really tied to me. And this is what I found out, something that is very suffocating for other people in your life if you're a person like this. And I understand it now. And this year I got to let go of this control, trying to control my friendships, loving relationships and everything, and give people room to breathe and give myself room to breathe as well. And what I did, I read this book in, how is it called? Let me look, because I have it in my shelf right here. Found the book. This is the book. It's called Anxiously Attached. I read it all and I have so many key points. If you want, I can do a video about this book and kind of do a summary and the things that I got to learn, because it's such a good book and I am a really anxiously attached person. I can also be a very detached person. I've realized that as well. But in this season, like last season of my life, 2025, I was really an anxious person. And what I was saying is that like, don't try to hold people closer or like force friendships and force people to do this and this, because I'm someone, if I don't know like what you're thinking, this stresses me out. If I don't hear from you for like weeks, it stresses me out. If we have some kind of relationship that we talk only once a year, twice a year, I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. In my head, I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. And then if we have a constant relationship and then I don't hear anything from you, it really stresses me out. And I had to learn that, sometimes people are going through things themselves, and you just need to let them the space. And if they work through whatever they are feeling or the season they're going through, they are going to let you know, and give people the space, give yourself the space to just not react, because sometimes in those kind of situations where you're uncertain of how the other person thinks or feels, you can be very anxious and mess things up the wrong way, kind of love bombing the person or kind of texting the person all the time or blaming the person for the way your relationship has turned and everything. So in this season, I just want you to remember to let go of those things, feelings, yeah. Never force love, never force friendships, never force anything. Just let things be. And I can tell you, like now, end of the year, I was surprised of myself because I am so chilled. Like, I'm really chilled. And yeah, and I don't feel the need to force anything. I don't feel the need to control anyone. I still like people in relationship and friendships, but the only thing I still have a little control issue with is like, where my life is going. But there as well, I'm learning to let go, because God has provided till now and he will provide, and as we grow in our faith, we really have to trust God's plan for us, really have to trust them. Some people call it Mother Nature, universe, whatever. I call it God, and I know his plan for me in my life will prevail. And yeah, big amen to that. And then let's go on to the fourth point I wrote down is let go without anger, hate, or judgment. And this is something that I think a lot of people, including me, have a problem or difficulties with, because sometimes we do let go of something that we really wanted and really wished for, like the boyfriend, the girlfriend, the job, as I said before. And we let go with so much anger, with so much hate, with so much judgment. And yeah, and I wrote down release people and situations with love. No bitterness, no resentment. And sometimes someone is simply not meant to walk in your lifetime, and this is part of alignment. Again, this point, I want to stress it out. And sometimes some people come into our life for seasons and they really help us in those seasons. We really grow love for them. And what I learned in this book from like letting go or losing someone is that it affects our nervous system, because if we start to learn or be in a relationship with a person, we start to learn that they belong to us. We start to believe that they're a part of our lives, because like our day-to-day routine, they're here, we text, we call them, we go out, and we love them, and that's a good thing. And you can be proud of yourself that you are thankful as well that you got to experience that person in another way and you got to love them, because I think love is such something so beautiful. Loving someone and them loving you back is so beautiful, and you can be grateful for that. And if they are not in your lifetime anymore, you can still be thankful for the time you got with that person, for the friendship and love that you got with that person, for the romantic romantic relationship you got with that person. And just let go. And I know it's very easily said than done, because if someone is not in our life anymore, we have difficulties like comprehending that, because they were attached, they were like kind of, how do you say that, like they are a part of you now, and them not being in your life anymore can give you this anxiety, this feeling of having lost something, and you have to grieve that. And sometimes grief has anger and everything in it, but I encourage you to kind of let go of anger and go to this sphere of, oh, this person was not meant to be in my life, but thank you for them being in my life. Thank you for the memories I got to have with that person, and the lessons and the growth I got through that person, because sometimes people come in our life and we learn, and sometimes the hard way. And yeah, point number 5, you and they are both being realigned. And this is to the point before. Letting go is not rejection, it's redirection. You're being aligned with your path, and they are being aligned with theirs as well. And yeah, that's a good thing, and yeah, just remember that they also have their path to go, and you have your path to go. And if your paths are meant to align again, it will, but you cannot force it. You cannot force anything. Remember that. And then point number 6 is heal yourself. Do not wait for others to understand what you feel, or yeah. So you may understand some things before they do. You may see why your relationship is not falling apart, and what you could do to fix it. But sometimes the other person needs their own path to go through to understand it. And sometimes you just have to be like, I deserve better, and I don't want to be in the space of anxiety, of worrying, of not knowing. It's better to just let go for the moment and realign yourself, have a calm nervous system and everything, and just let go of that, and then come back. And they have to go their own path, and you have to accept this. You really do have to accept this, So point number 7 is your life is still full of beautiful things. So even in loss, your life holds connection, gratitude, love, opportunities, and blessings you can lean on. So if you experience loss in 2025, whatever loss it may it be of a person dying, or a relationship ending, friendship ending, just know that your life has so much more to give. God has so much more for you, planned for you. And I want you to, instead of focusing on the thing that you lost, remember the thing that you still have, and the people that still are there, and the people that still love you like unconditionally, and they are there for you on like at any time. And yeah, remember that you had a life before that person. And if it's your parents or whatever that you lost, I'm really sorry. Your grief, go through that grieving process, and maybe hold on to the wishes they had for you. Tomorrow is going to be like the 4th year since my grandma died. And I can only tell you, when she died, I felt like I'm going to die too. Like, I'm gonna tell you this. I felt like my whole world was coming, like, was ending, kind of, because she was my rock, and like rock through everything, because I never talked to anyone about my feelings or what I felt. Like, she was the only person that I talked to. And her dying, and she died a very painful death. And it took me a long time now, because now I can feel about that. I can think about that time and have a lot of compassion with myself and understand the neurological part of it, and also my heart state, what my heart and body had to go through, you know. Like, losing that person is like losing a part of yourself. And now, after having like a long grieving process, I can remember her, and I can release my body of a lot of pain. There's still some pain sometimes, or sadness, when I think about her and think about the things I would love to share with her. And it's not possible, you know. But there are things I'm holding on to, like her wishes for my life. I'm holding on to that. I'm holding on to the love that she had for me, the things I learned from her. I learned a lot of things from my grandma. She was the best. Sandra, she was really the best. Like, she loved me so much, and I never knew you can love someone this much. And she taught me this. She taught me to love people without having a lot of, how do you say, like, kind of forcing your own opinion on people, but see the people as a whole person, you know, not as just what you want them to be. And in conversations, to listen, you know. A lot of people don't know how to listen. And she taught me those things. And when I released her released myself of a lot of the negative emotions, I could allow the positive emotions to enter and fill my heart with so much love of her memories, you know. And this is something you can also do when you lost a relationship, kind of. You can think about the good things that you got from the relationship, and even if there were bad things, how that changed you as a person, how that led you to growth, kind of, you know. So the last point for today is point number 8. The space you create will be filled with miracles. The emptiness you feel is not a void, it's a doorway. It will be filled with things you never imagined, with goodness you never saw coming, with blessings that were always meant for you. Amen. And yeah, I want you to remember this. Today's title is Welcome the New, and we are in a new year full of opportunities and blessings, and I know it's coming for you. And yeah, and this requires you to shift a lot of things in your mind. I think your mind is something that you can become something so much greater if you just release your mind of anxiety, of so many bad thoughts, of, you know, behaviors. And I want you to think about the behaviors that stopped you last year, 2025. I told you mine was anxiety, mine was controlling, trying to control people and outcomes and everything. And this didn't work, you know. And not like trying to control people, like you have to do this and this and that. No, not like this, but trying to control my relationship. Like, because I was like, I love you so much, please don't, like, fear of abandonment kind of, and I could let go of that, and now I'm really fine. I know that God is going to be there for me, and I know that whatever is not in my life anymore, it's not a loss, it's just a redirection, and I can let go of that thing. You know, may it be a person, may it be something, a job, as I said before. I can let go of it with love. I can let go of it with peace in my heart, and I can let go of it with good wishes for that thing. You know, I have good wishes for the person that is no longer in my life. I have good wishes for the job that I didn't get. I'm happy for whoever gets it, you know. And yeah, to let go of anxiety was the greatest thing for me 2025. And if you struggle with anxiety, I just want to let I just want you to know that you can conquer it, and it's not something that will hold you captive forever if you choose to let go of it. If you accept the path, you accept that you're going to go on this path and you're going to go through it, through the storm, not run away from it, but through it, and then come out on the other side healed and better. I promise you it will get better. I promise you, because I am a testament of that. I'm a testament of a lot of things, and I think my friends can testify to that as well, because our relationship got to a such like better place, I think, and I'm really grateful for that. And I did some notes because yeah, what I wish for you guys for 2026 is, in this new season, learn to deal better with disappointments, and that the disappointments are God's redirection. I want to recall the things I said before. Look what I'm doing. No, I still need it. I want you to remember the things that I said, that disappointment is a chance for you to just accept and be grateful as well, and to, in your pain as well, to remember that this is not the end of the world, and that something is coming and something bigger is coming. Blessings are coming, good things are coming, and that you can trust in God, that He wants good for you and He wants better things for you in your life, and that you can let go of that disappointment, that you can let go of it with love and with understanding and with compassion. And I'm not saying that it doesn't hurt, it will hurt, and yeah, but just learn to go through this process of letting go with love. And then the ultimate boundary for 2026 is learning to let go and not force things, relationship and friendships, a new way to love and be loved. So I want you, if you want to, because I have this planned for me, I want myself to learn to love and be loved differently, without anxiety, without forcing, without anger, without all those things, but just accepting the now, accepting the here, you know. And if I see that this is not aligned with my nervous system, this is stressing me out, and it's not just like my triggers or something, it's not my past experiences that are awakening this, to let go of it, and just not be afraid to let go of things that are not meant to be in my life, but at the same time to learn how to love other people better and how they deserve it, learn how to give, because I feel in this generation, in this time and day, everyone is concentrated on loving themselves, and this is a good thing, because you have to be full to give the overflow that you have. But at the same time, don't forget that loving other people will make you feel better as well, and will make other people feel good. I want you to love in another way that you never loved before, that you're able to trust, that you're able to heal through the loving relationships you have with people. It can also be with a stranger. You talk to strangers more, talk to, just have a human experience. Get out of this TikTok and social media world where everything is just meant to please you. Learn to love the things that are also displeasing, like that you don't really like, but just learn to accept those things as well. I want you to think in 2026, how can I love differently, and how can that love welcome something new in my life? Like, how can this welcome something new in my life? My wishes for you for 2026 is also learn to know what are my non-negotiables this year. Really set this as a boundary and respect yourself, please, because I didn't respect myself always this year. And I'm not talking about a state of ego, but a state of, I know my worth. And I know that I don't deserve this. And I'm going to let go of it. And I'm going to send you love. I'm going to send you a lot of good wishes on your path. But this is not for me. And I'm not going to deal with this. I want this for you in this season. Welcome this new setting of boundaries. Let's call it like that. I'm losing my voice. And then the last point of this wishes that I send your way for 2026 is that you respect other people's need for space. And it's hard for me too, because if you love someone, you want them all the time. You want them to be available all the time. But remember, we are in a new age day where everything is so accessible to us. But if you think back a little, even our grandparents' time, people were not always available that much. Give them time to miss you as well, So respect other people's need for space, and it's not them abandoning you. Remember that. It's just them kind of finding their own sense of self as well. And this time, when they're on their path of finding themselves, you go on your path for finding you. And remember that you have so many people, good people in your life that you can go to love, experience life with, go out with them, experience new things with them, Don't stay in your own headset of this has to be like this and this and that and that and that and controlling everything. Just experience life without controlling. So this is what I wish for you. And before we end, I have something in my prayer diary for you. I have to wrap it up because I have to leave for work. I'm so stressed lately because I have so many things to do. I have work, I have uni, I have courses that I have to do. To wrap it up, I have this quote for you from the Bible, Corinthians 13:2, New King James Version. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith. And I want you to remember and set it as your new goal for 2026, that you will fight the good fight at all times. Whatever may come your way and challenge you and challenge your anger, your old self, your ghetto self. I'm not gonna lie, I was really ghetto back in the days. It's still a little bit of it in me, but just remember with this that I will fight the good fight, and that you will finish the race. You have finished the race of 2025, and you can be really proud of yourself. You have finished that, and you'll finish the race by God's grace for 2026 as well. And to always keep the faith in times where you're disappointed, in times where you're sad and everything, that you keep the faith, keep the hope for life, and that good things are coming, and that everything will be okay. Everything will come to alignment, okay? And then, to let a little message to say goodbye to you is, so I have gone through a lot last year, and I fought with my faith that everything God has planned for me will prevail. I've dealt with a lot of anxiety, fear, and restlessness, mostly because I wanted to do it by my own might. God has shown me that I can trust Him. I need not fear. Even if I don't get something I want to badly, it's not a missing out. It was not meant for me. Trusting in the Lord is trusting that with time I will understand why things happen the way they did, be it relational, romantically, family, friendships, etc. I can trust the Lord, and I will fight the good fight. I will finish the race, and I will keep my faith. Amen. So I'm going to love you and leave you here, guys. I hope this podcast helped you, and send me reviews of things that you want to do. Write in the comments if you want to, the things that you want to change, the new things you want to welcome in this new season of 2026. I'm gonna love you and leave you here. Bye bye.